Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your DevOps SRE DevSecOps coach. I have close to 18 plus years of experience working in multiple MNCs around the globe and having in-depth knowledge of DevOps, SRE and DevSecOps. So I would like to introduce you one certification program in a DevOps, and that is we call it DevOps Certified Professional. Now this is a 2 months of program, 25 tools of DevOps you will learn, and apart from that you will also get the access to the LMS, lifetime access to the videos portal. It's a certification program, and you will have 25 assignments and 2 projects along with it. It's a completely weekend program, so here you have classes on Saturday and Sunday. So as part of this course, you will learn multiple things. Here you see that you will learn Linux, AWS, Docker, Jira, Confluence, Python, Git with GitHub, SonarQube, Maven, Gradle, Packer, Artifactory, Selenium, JMeter, Ansible, Kubernetes, Helm, Terraform, Jenkins, Datadog, Splunk, and Neuralink. Now, how do we, apply for this? So how can you reach out to us? So you have a WhatsApp number and email ID, so please reach out to us and we'll help you to onboard this program. Apart from this DevOps certified professional programs, we are offering other certifications as well in a DevSecOps, SRE, and one of the very comprehensive programs which we have is in Master in DevOps Engineering. Yeah, so feel free to get in touch with us and then enroll for it. Thank you. I should be here now. So I created this one because I want you to understand. Let me flow. I mean skeleton. Okay, understand the skeleton. So this is one image which I built in front of you. So this is called one pipeline. Think simple. Okay, this is called one pipeline, and you feed the code and you get the output deployment. Now here it's happening this one and then this one and then this one. So can I call this one, this scan, as a stage? Can I call it? What do you think in this pipeline? All of you? Can I call
Yeah.
this as a stage also? Can I call this as a stage? Phase stage, okay, it's up to you, but let's call stage. Okay. So if I say in the pipeline, how many stages you have? Scan, compile, test, and deploy. 4 stages you have. Okay, now let me tell you here in the stages, you do lots of activities. What you do, let me remind you. You check out the code one step. Remember, step I said, not stage. Now inside a stage, we have a step. What you did, you check out the code, you call the Maven compile, and you do some XYZ, multiple steps you can add it. Correct now? They are in the build steps in the job. Correct? All of you? Hello?
Yeah.
So this we call it a step. So very simple concept, guys. Whole pipeline will consist of multiple stages, and each stages you have a multiple step. I hope it's clear now.
Hmm. Yes.
Okay, so if you understand this skeleton, then writing a code is very simple. Let me show you one code. Okay, so this code you can go for reading this Jenkins file. Okay, now see that this is the node. So tell me that whether it's a scripted pipeline or a declarative one. Which one?
Scripted.
A scripted one, because I told you wire your mind. If I see pipeline, there's a DSL, a declarative. Then if it is anything else than pipeline, then it's a scripted one. Now scripted one, here how many stage you have? Look at this: one stage, two stage, three stage, fourth stage, fifth stage. What we are doing here, we have a stage named with preparation, build, UT, pack, and results. Now so you have one pipeline having 5 stages. Now each stages you see some steps are there. Step number 1, step number 2. Here step number 1, step number 2. Here step number 1, step 2. Step 1, step 2. Here step number 1, step 2. Clear all of you? Now what exactly is you are doing? So remember that in the Jenkins job you write SCM and clone the code, some code, correct now? So here the plugin which you are calling git means plugin name, and the input is required input, this one. So this line will check out the code. Here what it will do, so here there's a variable ambient home and tool. What is the meaning of tool? Tool means global tool configuration, and what's the name of it? Maven. So let me check that in the global tool configurations what I named it to Maven. I don't remember. Manage, go to the global tool configurations and go to the Maven. What I named it, see, Rajesh. So I'll rename it to Maven, so I don't want to change the code. So here I rename it, save, done. So here, see the which tool you should use it. Set this variable from the tool named with the tool which you set it up, Maven. Are you clear now? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. Now in this here, there is a some in scripted language, there is a conditioning you can use. So if else, I don't think so I have to teach you because you guys are good in programming, might have been doing a lot of programming. So if else, what exactly, that you understand. Now what is this? Is Unix, is Unix is function built in scripted one. Okay, like that you have a lots of function. So here say, hey, if the node is Unix, okay, then run this command. If it is not, that means Windows, then run this command. So what you are calling sh, and here you bat. Sh is a plugin. Where exactly? Let me show you. Go to the jobs, any jobs for the sake of. Let me create freestyle and go to the build steps. And here you have a sh. Look at this, execute shell. And bat, where is that? Here, b execute bat. This is the one shortcut. Okay. So I was doing manually, right? Now this you have to do through the code. So now here sh, now this is the path of Maven, and this is the goal name which I called Maven goal. If you remember, compile here I called, test I called manually, and package I called. Do you remember this? This is a goal which I used to pass in the job. Okay, so that's all. This will do the build, then this will do the UT, this will do the packaging, and this one will do the test report publishing, and this will archive the package. So these archive the package and JUnit. Let me show you under the post build actions. Here, go to the post build actions. Here, this archive the artifacts here, and JUnit report somewhere here. Publish the JUnit here. Okay, so simple. So this is the way you write a code. So again, let me tell you, you have a pipeline code. It can be written in two ways. One is scripted, second one is pipeline. You store the code in the Jenkins file, and this files you have a stages. Each stages you have a steps, and these steps you will write it and go ahead. Did you understand the skeleton, all of you?
Yeah.
Then you'll say, Rajesh, I don't know how to write a programming for the, let's say I understood this skeleton, but I don't know how to write all this code and all. No need to worry about it. How come? Let me show you. So go to the Jenkins, okay, and here go to the new items, click test, and here, oh, test is there, something, and here pipeline. Click on the pipeline, click OK. Okay, and now see, it will be in recordings anyways. In this blog also I have given somewhere, you can see here this image and all, you can see that. So I have given, you can generate a code. So click on this pipeline. Okay, here I'll teach you this one, but here pipeline syntax, click on it and it will open up with a new one. Now you can generate a code. It's a code generator, you can say. Okay, the snippet generator. So what kind of code you want to generate? A DSL? Then here you have to use a declarative director generator. And you want to have a scripted one, snippet generator. So generate code generators, you have it already in Jenkins. Don't have to worry about this code which I showed you. I generated using this one only. Let me show you here. So let me say I want that code to be generated for Maven build and compile. Okay, so this is a not a Maven build. This is a sh one. This shell one. This is a batch one, and you are running the commands here. But I want to generate some code for the Maven. So how do you do that? So go to here and snippet generator right now, and select the sample steps. So Maven. So select this Maven. Where is that? Can you locate it? Have to read too much. Here, see this git is there. Now git, see, give the URL, some URL, and here, and now you say generate a code. You can pass more actually, but right now I don't want to complicate. Generate. See this? This is same line generated, which I have here. Got it? All of you? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. So now, like this, you can generate something else also. So, for example, uh, input. Where's the Maven? I'm looking for the Maven, not able to read it. Can you look it? So many steps are there. Okay. So here you can call sh also here. And now what is the deploy? This is a running. So generate a pipe, generate a scripted. See, like this. Okay. So you can generate this code from here and use it. Okay, so now finally you understood that. Now the question is, how can we create a pipeline? So you have to write this code. One more thing, guys. There's a you just type Jenkins pipeline. There is a one book has been written. This is the book. Okay, this not this one. Sorry. Where is this? This is the book actually. So this is the book, and you can follow the guidelines. Whatever I taught you is something similar. And see here, you have to understand pipeline, node concept, stage, step, and all. That's more than sufficient, and then programmatically do that. So now, how do we run this code? So I have this code. I'll copy it. Okay, and go to here, and I'll create one new DevOps school pipeline, CI/CD or something. Click on the pipeline, click OK. Okay, and here you have all this option, general, connector, triggers, and all stuff. This is important. Pipeline, you want to embed the code, or you want to pull it from the SCM, means Git or something. Embed the code, save it, done, and build now. And now look at this build. It's got failed some region. Console output. It says copy paste mistake. Let me see that. Or see that curly braces, I missed it. So go to pipeline, configuration, go to this code, change this code, save it. And now let's see the build number 2. Now it's happening. See here. So now you see that slowly they will create a pipeline, and you want to see that full stage view. See here. So preparation has done, build has done, UT has been done, refresh. See, package has been done, and so on. So this pipeline you created using code. All of you understood this?
Yeah, but I have a question.
Yeah,
Like if some stage fails and I
yeah,
want to code it like I need to notify on Slack, how do I
yeah.
write in that code?
So simple. I'll generate a code. Let's say some steps failed. So what to do? Go to the code. First, go to the code, go to the configurations, and here at the end of it, pipeline syntax, Slack is installed. So let me try to generate a code. Slack, I need to search here. It you see Slack send message. What message you want to, which channel, which message, and all you have to select. Channel you have to configure and then generate this code. This is empty right now, but if you give channel some HTTP, some channel's name or something like that, and some message, build is failed or pass, whatever exactly, okay? And then generate. Here is a code like this. Make sense?
Yeah, but where we write the condition if failed or it's automatic.
Uh, where we write. Okay, so here there is a some variables actually. So if failed, there's a condition if failed. So now what
Yes.
to do? Yeah. So if job steps is failed, some variables will be set. Let me locate that. So here Jenkins pipeline check if failed. Okay. And here if failed condition, there's some variable which you can call it. So this is the official documents, and here something like something like let me check failed. Ah, fixed failed condition. So these are the condition we can use it, but how to use it? Here it is. So let me looking for examples. See that if you have here, not able to locate quickly. So here, just a second, failure.
Like I thought
Mm,
of that, it might be there like a exception block kind of thing.
yes, yes, it will be there. Right now, not able to locate it quickly. The example port. Let me Google it actually. So it will be faster. Lingola, uh, Jenkins pipeline. If stage is failed, send notifications, send email or something like that, or Slack. Uh, there'll be easy 2 3 lines only. That's not a very line. Uh, See here. So I think see here. So if you remember that, this is a good code actually. So if you remember that, here these are the stages which you can do the changes. Condition: always, change, fixed, aborted, failure, success, unstable. So here what you are doing. Here, where is that? I closed by mistake. Okay, just so here what you are doing. Look at this. So here this is the stage, okay, and after that you write post if always, then send this, do this. This is one step, okay. Here it can be a slake one. Here it can be slake. Always, success, failure, stable, change. This one. Understood?
Okay. Oh yeah,
But
got it.
Rajesh, this is for
Yeah.
the whole build, right? It's not for a step.
This is for, see, I'll tell you in this way. Uh, any stage you feel, okay, there's a understanding you have to build. It's a pipeline. Where is that my image? It's pipeline. Understand this pipeline. If this is failed, entire thing has to failed. Why? Because this job is dependent on this. This job is dependent on this. This job is dependent on this. So if one fail, then you can fail all this thing actually. So whether the failure happening here or here or here, this is not a problem.
So which
But
stage it got? No, right?
You can
I think
put it in. Okay, so I'll put it in this way. Understand this way. If you have, if you want to trigger a jobs, I mean, if you want to trigger the Slack message or emails in every stage, you have to put in every stage. Or what you can do, you can put at the end of it, and along with that, this will display your error message or something like that. this up to you.
But let's say, I want to bypass some stage. Let's say I want to run the test, but I don't want to impact my others. So like, let's say if test case failed, right? There's a coverage
Huh,
problem or something. But I
true.
still want to, deploy to at least non-prod. So
Yeah.
like,
So in that
but
case,
in
you
that
have to
case, mhm.
so in that case, what you want to do, you have to ignore that failure. So that is also there's a possibility. Jenkins pipeline, ignore failure of previous stage. Okay, that is also one syntax is there. See here. Uh, I need Stack Overflow. That will be faster. See here. So here, this is see here. When you are doing this, calling that stuff, ignore failure, something like this, you can do that. So see here. Try, do this step, catch error, do this one. This is a try catch. This is a different method. I want some syntax of DSL only. So I think this is the good code, but I want to show you that code which just ignore the pipeline. So I think, huh, P is not skipped due to failure, and probably this will help us. So many ways to do that actually. See here. So agent none stages, stage two. So error, stage one. This is the problem statement, not solution. Uh, okay. There's a way. Okay, we need to just find out. Stack overflow will be much faster, but not getting it. Let me change the Jenkins pipeline. Ignore failure uh, of stage and move to another stage. These are the popular, uh, uh, use cases actually. So here, look at this here.
Yeah.
So steps script, try this, cache this here. Try cache when you do that, ignore failure. So here catch error. I think same method is being recommended here also. Let me see other guys what they're saying. Here catch error. There's another method here. We have stage one exit 0, stage 2 exit 1, stage 2 exit 3. So here what will happen? Whatever you are doing, you have to in the cache error, so that way it will not impact the other jobs. Got it? See here. So build 1 has happened, which is here. Then build 2 got failed, which is here. And build 3 which got passed here, I mean it got transferred to here if you use the cache error. Understood?
Okay.
Okay, any other questions?
So are you binding up?
Yeah, I was thinking like one
So
more.
one
I mean few.
question I have also have one question, like we did the setup, but normal scenario, this is not the ideal case that we are running, right? We must be using some custom image to test execute everything in a code, correct? So how we will define, okay, which image to use, because right now I think you are not configuring anything, so like it will just use anything in the
uh,
Jenkins.
Custom image means,
Like the code will be running in Docker, right? This whole code, whatever we are doing
huh.
right now.
So let's
So I
back
want
to the
to.
basic, yeah.
Mhm.
So here understand this way. Jenkins is having the architecture which here we have, this is the web and this is the node, and this is you connect to the web and configure all the job here, and then all this job get executed here. Now this is what I am doing right now. Okay, so there's one topic which was pending actually, how to add nodes and all. So now let's say if you don't want to do this in here, so where to do? So you can add a more worker also. This can be VM, okay, or this worker can be a container managed by Docker, okay, and this can be pod also. I'm not complicating, but theoretically this can be pod managed by Kubernetes, or this worker can be a VMs, again EC2 instance managed by AWS also. So it can be various one. Now the question is, how do we configure the Docker container or VM and stuff like that? So all these options is available at this place. Manage Jenkins. Where is the node configurations? Here it is. So see here, you can add a more node, okay, and you can configure the cloud like AWS and Azure also to get it done. And right now you see that which one is not there? Container is not there. So what to do? Always remember 3 steps. If some features are not there, what to do? Can you tell me?
Again, install we can do.
Install plugin. That's the first thing. So Docker available, Docker, and then configure the Docker and use that as a this one. What do you say? And the instructions you will also, let's say if you don't understand the instruction, so whatever that you are using, no, there also the instruction will be there. For example, let me show you Jenkins plugin. This website is, you can refer it for every time for learning. So this is a dedicated website for the plugin. 1800 plus plugins are there. Right now you want to study Docker, and first you should know Docker, okay? And the second thing, how to configure, that I'm talking about. So click here and you see all these documentations and dependencies, and pretty well widely, everything is there actually. See here. So this is you have to do in the node locations. These are stuff. Understood?
Yeah, but I was having another. I think this question was separate. I think it is node configuration, right? So I'll tell you a use case. Then either maybe you can come up like what should we do in that case. So let's say we as a team putting some monitoring or something, okay, and we
Hmm.
want to run our code or Python because we are using monitoring for Python as a monitoring. Okay,
Hmm.
and some of our code required some other dependency, some required other dependency, and I don't want to install dependency each time we are running a job. Let's say we are running a job every 10 minutes or 5 minutes, correct? So it should
Hmm.
be pre-built or pre-baked image. So how we should do that, because that will be very helpful for the team to have this kind of understanding, because this is what
No,
our
so
actual
in that,
requirement is.
no actual requirement, you have a solution. You have a solutions already. Think about it. Here, when I say running the jobs in the container, how do you get a container? Container, you have to configure some image. Now, who developed this image? You develop this image. So whatever you want in image, you have this in image, and same when you create a worker using container, same image you use it. You don't have to build it again and again. It's one time activity. Now if you say I need another image, so you keep it another job, another worker, you set it up with a container and another image, and here this is another container will be created from that. Are you getting my points? So you,
Yeah, so this
whatever the
worker,
image you,
so this worker is a virtual entity or is a source entity? This worker that we are creating.
in a worker you specified that in case of Docker only I'm talking about, you specify the
Hmm.
image name and Docker
Okay.
image name and where should be run, that's all. Which image you want to run, that's not a problem. So this worker will be connected to the container, sorry, Jenkins will be connected to the container, and inside the container whatever the environment you have it, it will be used. See,
Okay.
don't get confused. uh, Physical machine is a something similar, compute unit. Virtual machine is also compute unit. Container is also compute unit. So whatever, let's say I am having I've added a worker as a my laptop. In my laptop everything should be there. Java should be there, maven should be there, ms build should be there, .NET should be there, then only it will build. So same way in a container also is a compute unit. This job building operation, testing operations, deploying operations, all these operation will be done inside a container. So what you want to have in container, that you have to an image. Who develop an image? You can develop an image. How to develop an image? If you go through my Docker session, you have that answer.
Okay. Great.
Okay,
Thank you.
but by the way, this is at the discussion level. How to add a worker, this topic is pending right now. Got it? Okay, any other questions?
If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.